next speaker is Ms. Luri Kojima. Ms. Kojima's speech is entitled, Save the Broken Hearts from Sharp Knives. Ms. Kojima, please come to the podium.
Thank you, Master of Ceremonies and distinguished judges. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Language can be many things. It can be medicine, it can be energy, it can be a light of hope. But let's have the courage to face the reality. You and I know that language is not always a nice thing. It can be sharp knives that hurt us. Last year, I saw a shocking news video. Get out of here and go back to your country. Kill them all. Groups of Japanese people walking along the streets of Shinokubo, known as Koreatown, were shouting abusive words. My eyes were glued on the TV screen full of Korean language written on posters and placards. I couldn't believe that such a shameful situation was actually happening in Japan. So today, I'm here to talk about hate speech against Korean people in Japan and what we should do to deal with this problem, based on my personal experience. The recent spread of hate speech, specifically against Korean residents in Japan, suddenly grabbed attention, both inside and outside of the country. Hate speech activities are not only made by extremists, but also made by men and women of all ages, even including junior high school students. Of course, hate speech hurts innocent people. Yasuko Muraoka, a lawyer studying hate speech, states that hate speech has caused mental diseases like PTSD to the victims. According to a study in the journal Psychosomatic Medicine, hate speech may even lead people to commit suicide. Then, why do some Japanese people use hate speech? According to Geron NPO, over 50% of Japanese people have a negative image towards Korean people. In a way, we cannot blame them. In magazines and on the internet, we often see negative comments about Korean people. Also at school, we don't have time to learn about the history of Japan and Korea. Moreover, according to a professor at Columbia University, hate operates as a defense mechanism of human beings. People try to protect themselves and justify their hatred when they are faced with fearful animals or unacceptable situations. To those who have a negative image of Koreans, Koreans are fearful animals. To those biased people, Korean nationality is the greatest, or even the only, characteristic of ordinary human beings who happen to be from Korea. And people's misunderstandings and prejudices make their words turn into sharp knives, which break apart Korean people's hearts into pieces. Now, some people argue that hate speech should be made illegal. However, I believe that no law can control feelings in people's hearts that motivate hate speech. So, what solution do we have? Here are 3 suggestions that quickly come to mind. First, please do not accept any of the one-sided rumors. Instead, we should try to understand history from many perspectives by using books or films. Secondly, we should renew our way of thinking towards Korean people by communicating with them. For example, visiting Korean town in Shinnokubo or participating in international exchange programs enables you to exchange views with Korean people and enjoy each other's cultures. This will surely deepen future understanding between Japanese and Korean people. And lastly, I would like you to share those good experiences with other people in order to make everyone judge Korean people not by their nationalities, but by their personalities. The 3 suggestions I have just made actually come down to one simple point. Let's believe in the power of knowledge. The more knowledge we have, the more prejudices we can grow out of. To be honest with you, I also used to have a prejudice against Korean people. Fortunately, I was given an opportunity to change that. When I visited Korea on a school trip, I met some Korean students. One of them said, "Even though there are historical problems between Japan and Korea, it doesn't become a reason to hate you." That was the moment when I realized that it is possible to break the wall between Japanese and Korean people. Since then, I learned a lot about Korea. I was able to move a step closer to the real image of Korean people. And now, Korea has become my most favorite country. Nationality is what we're all born with. No one has the right to hate others just because of their nationalities. Yes, we do have nationalities, but so what? Aren't we just individual citizens of the world with hearts, brains, and tastes? Let's take a first step forward to make Japan a place where both Japanese and Koreans can smile together peacefully. Ladies and gentlemen, we should arm ourselves with knowledge, not knives. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Ms. Kojima. We will wait a few moments until the judges are ready.